So this is how you identify, seeing the table itself कि कहाँ से ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं, उस थीम को उठाओ, उसके PYQs देखो, अंडरस्टैंड द डिमांड्स ऑफ ईच PYQs, क्या रिपीटिवली पूछा गया है, उसके एक्स फैक्टर नोट्स देखो कि ओके डू आई हैव ऑल द डेटा, आई एम 110% श्योर यू विल बी हैविंग ऑल द डेटा इन दैट एक्स फैक्टर नोट्स, मेक अ क्रंच ऑफ इट, रिवाइज इट, मेक one pager notes and you're done. You are so ready for your means.
What are those X factor ingredients that you could put in an answer at various sections?
This is the X factor that you need in your answer.
One good source of current affairs. It can be Civilsdaily.
You need to have that X factor in your answer.
With the help of X-Factor Notes.
This is the best notes you can have.
I used to read their X-Factor notes.
The questions are very good and even the answers were very detailed and they were, I extracted a lot of content from them.
Hello everyone, my name is Siddhi and today we will be continuing with our second session on how to make one-pager notes using our PYQ's microthemes. Okay, so I got a lot of reviews, lot of comments, lot of messages from the first video where everyone found it very useful. So we thought of explaining you in a more better way so that you will have a clear idea on how to make these one-pager notes using the microthemes PDF, right? So let's start with the session. I will be sharing the screen right now. I hope everyone can see this. So yes, to begin with, the first theme of ours, how to start. So in the first session, the link of the first series will be shared in the description box as well. So this is our second session and the second session will be on how to make notes on GS3. Okay, now as all of you know that GS3 is a topic or a subject which has lot of different subtopics in it, right? So economics itself is a big topic, big subject. Then we have agriculture, then we have science and tech, then we have environment, then we have internal security, disaster management. So different aspects, and people get confused in how to make notes, of what to make notes and everything, right? So we would be seeing each example and then I would be trying to make it simple for you guys. So let's begin with our GS3 one-pager notes using the micro themes. Now, as we know that GS3 में बहुत ज़्यादा themes आते हैं, right? So यहाँ पे already you have been given sorted list, ठीक है कि every year since 2013 till 2025, मतलब the latest one also, कितने questions आए हैं? See here, the Indian economy holds around 2013 में एक question है, 2014 में, 2015 में, and likewise in all 23 questions have been asked. तो obviously बस टेबल के पास टेबल की तरफ देखते ही समझ में आ जाता है that Indian economy is an important theme, right? Inclusive growth is an economic important thing. अगर हम इसमें और देखेंगे कौन से important है, so even if you look at the end numbers, look at this, infrastructure, an important theme. 2013 में क्वेश्चन आया है, 2014 में 3 क्वेश्चंस आए हैं, 2024 में क्वेश्चन आया है. सो ऑब्वियसली बात है that this is a repetitive theme. Also, India is a growing economy जहाँ पे डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है in terms of infrastructure on a very vast range. So obviously बात है कि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे ही आएंगे. So let's consider this theme and we will see how to read, what to read and what to make notes on. All right. So, okay, to get you too much of zoom in, I have also edited it like this. So, जहाँ पे दिखेगा तुम्हें कि infrastructure में we have energy, ports, roads, airports, area. Now, this is a syllabus point. Okay, total 15 question. 2025 में question नहीं आया था, but if you see alternate years question आ रहे after 2019, right? So 2026 people can obviously expect an question on this. This is how PYQ analysis, microtheme analysis makes it very much predictable for you to understand कि question आएगा या नहीं आएगा, right? आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे 2018 तक there is every time one question. 2018 is not so far, okay? 2018 तक every time there is a question and फिर उसके बाद alternate years. See the pattern, look out how the pattern UPSC is following. Alternate years one question. So 2025 को नहीं आया, 2026 को we can surely expect. And there's no harm in being prepared, right? So we would be going through this. Abhi, infrastructure is such a topic that you will first feel कि roads है, airports है, energy है. So where we have to read these all things. So we have also given you X-Factor notes. Now X-Factor notes is something जो पहले लोगों के पास नहीं होते थे, ठीक है? They had to go through current affairs, they had to go to different magazines, different ministries just to compile all the data and study for infrastructure. But now we have compiled all the things together and given it to you in X-Factor notes. So आपको कुछ बाकी चीजें करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. You will easily find X-Factor notes. Just see how sophisticatively they have mentioned each and everything. एयरपोर्ट्स एंड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे कौन कौन से PYQs आए ये भी दिखाया है 2024 में, 2014 में, ठीक है? The marks has also been specified. What else do you need in preparation, right? In PPP and infrastructure, if you see questions of infrastructure, if you see the PYQs of infrastructure, you will understand कि हर time PPP पे इतने questions पूछे गए. So you need to have an introduction ready. You need to have data ready with you on that particular topic, right? So that is going to make your work easy. तो X-Factor notes पहले read करो, दूसरी बात revise करो, understand the importance of each and every segment to the micro theme and make those specific notes. It's that simple for you now, right? See this. Renewable energy. Renewable energy, they have so many questions. It's repetitively asked since 2018. और 15 मार्क्स के भी आए हैं क्वेश्चन. सो दैट मेक्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. ट्रांसपोर्ट पे भी क्वेश्चन आया है. सो नाउ यू नो व्हाट टू स्टडी एंड वेयर टू स्टडी फ्रॉम. ओके, सो वी वुड बी सीइंग द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पॉइंट. ओके, आई हैव एडेड सम screenshots from X-Factor notes. So this is how X-Factor notes give you different kind of perspective all in one at one single source. So यहाँ पे क्लासिफिकेशन दिया है, मतलब वेरी सिंपल क्लासिफिकेशन दिया है कि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में हम क्या क्या उसमें इम्प्लाई करते हैं, राइट? सो ट्रांसपोर्ट, एनर्जी, वाटर एंड सैनिटेशन, कम्युनिकेशन एंड सोशल सेक्टर एज वेल, व्हिच इंक्लूड्स एजुकेशन एंड हेल्थ, राइट? यहाँ पे सिंपलर एक डेटा दिया है which you can use anywhere in the infrastructure. A good diagram which can be remembered easily and also analysis. यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे तो कंट्रीब्यूशन टू जीडीपी, रोड सेक्टर का, रेलवे सेक्टर का, every aspect of each sector has been given to you. Okay, so you do not have to update your notes each and every month. आपको यहाँ पे दिया गया है just before the mains also, your mains also updated हो जाते हैं X-Factor notes and these data is again updated, right? So you have to go through this specific notes where you see all the data in your hand. Continuing with those, look at it. 6 pillars of PM Gati Shakti. Even these are addressed here. ठीक है? भारत माला प्रोजेक्ट कैटेगरी, इवन दैट इज एड्रेस्ड हियर. ठीक है, तो अभी हमें क्या करना है? पहले सिलेबस खोलना है, which is also given in your X-Factor notes. Then you have to see X-Factor notes or your PYQ micro themes. फिर वो माइक्रो थीम से हमें देखना है कि कौन सी माइक्रो थीम रिपीटिवली पूछी जाती है, which is important. Read that particular from the X-Factor notes, revise it, understand it, and then make one page notes of it. All right. उसके one page notes कैसे बनाने ये मैं अभी आपको बताती हूँ. Now these are example of one of our topper from 2023, Sri Lakshmi. So she has made these notes. Okay, now these are something which you can refer to, but you can make it more better as well. Yeah. तो यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे उसने नोट्स बनाए हैं. Now whatever all things we saw are compiled in these 1 to 2 pages. Okay, which makes you easier or which gives you an advantage over other because you will revise it one day before or some hours before the exam. Right? So this is how you are going to make the notes. पहले तो introduction ready करो. So यहाँ पे introduction should be necessary. Okay. Then there should be some data. There should be some facts to support your answer. Look at what data and what facts she has stated here. Okay. Then see the segments. अभी segments कैसे identify करेंगे? Very easy. Don't worry कि मैं ये need how will I understand कि यहाँ पे need लिखना है, यहाँ पे transport लिखना है, यहाँ पे way forward होना चाहिए, नहीं होना चाहिए, challenges होने चाहिए, नहीं होने चाहिए. Very easy. Just go to the PYQs that are being asked from the micro themes PDF. Very easy. Once you see the micro themes PDF, you will understand. Okay, look at it. I hope you guys can see this. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो पहले उन्होंने व्हाई इज पीपीपी रिक्वायर्ड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, पहले उन्होंने नीड पूछा है, फिर उन्होंने पूछा है कि डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, व्हाट आर द here why, then the developments, then they have asked the challenges, right? Then they have asked the arrangements need to be, मतलब क्या हमें पूछा है, way forward, then critically discuss the pros and cons, यहाँ पे advantages and disadvantages भी पूछे हैं. Okay, so this is how you will identify what different themes have been asked in PYQs using this microthemes PDF, and that is how you can make one page notes. Okay, I hope you guys are understanding via this example. Let's get back to our one-pager notes. So yes, so in this one-pager notes, you see the needs are identified here. Abhi needs, agar aap X-Factor notes खोलेंगे, तो there would be 10 to 11 different points explained very properly to you so that you understand once you read. ओके, बट एक बार समझ में आ गया, एक बार रिवाइज कर दिया, रिटेन हो गया, तो अभी नोट जब बनाने को चालू करोगे आपको उसको पूरा एक्सप्लेन नहीं करना है इन योर नोट्स. यू जस्ट हैव टू कीप द हेडिंग्स इन इट. एंड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एक ऐसा पॉइंट है कि उसमें आप नीड लिख दो ना, तो हर एक सेक्टर को एप्लीकेबल हो जाएगा, राइट? एटलीस्ट द कॉमन पॉइंट्स विल बी एप्लीकेबल. एंड व्हाट डू यू नीड मोर इज apply your logical instincts, apply your logical knowledge in it, and add more of the points particularly to the question, right? That's what we can do because हमने इतना पढ़ा रहता है तभी, right? तो यहाँ पे हमें need को पहले satisfy करना है, then we have to see what constraints, what challenges are there, ठीक है? What are the issues in each sector? Then we have to also see what are the measures taken by the government, right? फिर way forward आएगा, then specifically also you have to make sure that अभी आपने देखा कि ट्रांसपोर्ट से भी क्वेश्चन आया, तो ट्रांसपोर्ट का भी डेटा यहाँ पे कलेक्ट करके रखा है so that even if the question is repeatedly asked using some different demand we can tackle it. Okay, very easily. Again importance भी दिया है and challenges भी दिए हैं. Okay, now this is going to act as your go-to mantra just before the exam. Because you have to just make sure that instead of X-Factor notes, because you have read it, you remember that, you have to open these one-pager notes and go through it. Because you will feel that connection क्योंकि आपने लिखे होंगे ये notes. Alright? So, कौन से subject के, कौन से topic के notes बनाने हैं कि आपको micro themes से identify करने को easy हो जाएगा, and then you can make those particular notes. Look here. Again, logistics sector. Your data. Again, if you remember in the previous slide, I gave you what X-Factor notes include. The X-Factor notes included the 6 pillars of Gati Shakti. Look at it, how beautifully she has represented it here. ठीक है, हमने और एक योजना देखी थी, फिर हमने डेटा देखा था, हमने इश्यूज देखे हैं. सो एवरीथिंग इज गिवन हियर, बट उसको अगर आप X-Factor नोट्स सामने रखोगे तो आपको उसको रिवाइज करने को टाइम लगेगा, right? So if you make these crunchy notes in front of you and keep revising it, तो आपको X-Factor notes फिर से देखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, ठीक है? Yes, some topics which are very short, which are to the point given in X-Factor notes, you can refer those without making one-pager notes. क्यों? क्योंकि वहां पे already किया है, right? But those which are important, which have so much of data in it, make sure that you're making these one-page notes. You should be smart enough to identify, and the work to do that smart work in one-page notes we have already provided to you. That is PYQ micro themes. So just make sure कि आपके पास वो PYQ micro theme का leaflet एक तो कंप्यूटर के लैपटॉप में या आपके टैब में होगा ही, या फिर just make sure that you download it and print it. Okay, that would be more easy for you. वो हमेशा आपके सामने होना चाहिए. So that old school method of students, aspirants going through each and every leaflet of the UPSC mains के PYQs and noting it down, वो चला गया है, ठीक है? अभी आपको और टाइम मिलेगा खुद से पढ़ाई करने को, नोट्स बनाने को, PYQs अटेम्प्ट करने को, because of these PDFs available in the market. ठीक है, तो अगर आप ये माइक्रो थीम को अच्छे से समझ जाओगे, which is very easy to understand, I am helping you for that only. ठीक है, तो अगर आप इसको अच्छे से देखोगे, it would be very easy for you. Okay, so this is how you identify, seeing the table itself कि कहाँ से ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं, उस थीम को उठाओ, उसके PYQs देखो, understand the demands of each PYQs, क्या रिपीटिवली पूछा गया है, उसके X factor notes देखो कि okay, do I have all the data? I'm 110% sure you will be having all the data in that X factor notes. Make a crunch of it, revise it, make one pager notes, and you're done. You are so ready for your means. Okay, that's the easy process of making one pager notes, and that's the real mantra. How you can be ready for your means, and you won't ever feel like कि मुझे मेरा means है आ रहा है next day से means चालू हो रहा है मुझे इतना सब कुछ revise करना है हाँ मैं able to do it. You are ready with your one pager notes. No one can beat you for that. Okay, let's take more examples like this. Even here you can see I have also included more examples. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कैसे अच्छे से table format में she has written agriculture, healthcare and environment, and she has given nanotechnology used in each sector. Healthcare ho, agriculture ho, environment ho. Now these things will also help you in your prelims, won't it? Right? These will also help you in your prelims. So making one page notes get important at this stage also. Okay. Coming to our next segment of GS3 itself. So if you see in the science, tech, environment, which segment holds the more number of marks? Come on. This is environment, conservation, environmental pollution and degradation, and environmental impact assessment. Now, once you see this microthemes PDF, कुछ और देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं, सामने लिखा हुआ है कि 32 क्वेश्चंस अभी तक पूछे गए हैं. 32 क्वेश्चन मतलब ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि वहां से क्वेश्चंस आने ही आने, minimum two questions. See the pattern since 2017, 2, 3, 2, 2, 5 questions in 2025. Even if you're not smart to identify that, you will still understand कि 32 questions आए हैं, मतलब this is an important theme. अभी इस थीम का क्या करना है? X factor notes खोलने हैं, उसको पढ़ना है, and then your way is clear to make one pager notes. इस टॉपिक के अगर आप one pager notes नहीं बनाओगे, then there's no use of identifying the important micro theme. अगर क्वेश्चंस आने ही हैं तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि 1 घंटे पहले, 1 दिन पहले आपको इसको रिवाइज करना जरूरी है with all the facts. Right? So we have to make sure that we make important notes of this particular topic. Okay, so let's see what were the sources that were used before. Now, when I show you this picture, everyone will relate with this picture because I'm sure that this is what they have gone through. Environmental impact assessment. Right? So this is the screenshot from the book that everyone has gone through for the environment preparation. Now, if you go through these paragraphs before your means and try to make notes out of it, is it possible? No, it's not. Because यहाँ पे आपको पूरी information दी गई है about environmental impact assessment, पर आपको समझेगा ही नहीं कि इसमें से क्या important है, क्या नहीं important है. Okay, और इसमें से मैं points कैसे बनाऊं? Because I don't have the subheadings here. I just have a heading here and 10 to 12 paragraphs into it. Look at it. Okay, so I need to identify how I have to make different paragraphs. You don't need to do the work right now. You don't need to do any work. You just need to have an idea about कि environmental impact assessment important है, जो हमें समझ में आता है micro theme की PDF से. Now we have to go in depth of that micro theme PDF. देखो यहाँ पे 17 topic है environmental pollution, environmental impact assessment. Look how each micro theme is identified here. Biodiversity, climate change, sustainable development, what year, what, how many marks, what question has been asked. ठीक है, आगे जाएंगे. See this important topic of ours, environmental impact assessment. 2014, 2016, 2020, 2024, 10 to 12 markers, 12.5 marks. Now what's your role in this? अभी हमें बस आइडेंटिफाई करना है. यहाँ पे रोल पूछा गया है. हाउ डज दिस डिफर फ्रॉम द एग्जिस्टिंग, मतलब अमेंडमेंट पूछा गया है. देन दे हैव आस्क्ड सम सजेस्टेड सम मेजर्स दे हैव आस्क्ड, एंड दे हैव अगेन आस्क्ड अस environmental impacts of coal-fired thermal plants located. Okay, so they have asked all different themes here. So अगर आप ये डेटा ढूंढने जाओगे आपके बुक में तो आपको एक तो सारा डेटा मिलेगा नहीं because the book is already outdated. Second, if you keep on searching on the internet will give you so much of information that you cannot compile it together. और आपको उसका वापस आइडेंटिफाई करने पड़ेगा कि वो बराबर है या नहीं, इज इट करेक्ट और नॉट, राइट? इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट, एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया है, गो टू द X factor notes. These are your X factor notes which includes the environmental degradation. अभी यहाँ पे सबसे इजी बात क्या है कि ऑलरेडी दे हैव गिवन अस अ इंट्रोडक्शन, ठीक है? ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे रेडी है, ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे चीजें एक्सप्लेन है जो आपको वहां पे जाके नहीं पढ़नी पड़ेगी, ठीक है? नाउ आई कुड नॉट screenshot each and every part of the X factor notes. You have the PDF, make sure that you go through it कि कैसे हर एक सेगमेंट को आइडेंटिफाई किया यहाँ पे. Look, key global facts, root causes of the environmental degradation, impact assessment. Now this is important, right? फिर वे फॉरवर्ड भी दिया गया है. अभी जो हमने बुक का स्क्रीनशॉट देखा था जहां पे सब कुछ एक पैराग्राफ में एक साथ आपको दे दिया था, दिस इज हाउ easily everything is sorted in the X factor notes in points, in good vocabulary, and with keywords addressed. Right? So you just have to go through this, make sure that you have understood this, and then make notes out of it like this. Easy enough, right? So environmental impact assessment, इसके बारे में मैंने पहले इंट्रोडक्शन ही लिख दिया, so that I have a ready introduction. You can write down one more introduction with some fact, with some data in it using the X factor notes, and then you have all the things ready here. Challenges है, exemptions है, ठीक है, wave ahead है, and also you can add some conclusion. अभी these are made in 2023-2024, ठीक है? मैंने या फिर any topper you will see what they do is they leave some space after their notes. Why? Because they have to be updated daily, not daily, every year, right? So using SM or using current affairs, we can keep on updating it. ठीक है? सो अगर 2025 में कुछ ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछा गया एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट जो आपके नोट्स में नहीं है, तो मेक श्योर दैट यू ऐड दैट पर्टिकुलर थीम हियर. या फिर X factor notes अपडेट होने के बाद there is some other theme that they have addressed which is predictable for the next means, add it over here. Add some maps, add some examples, and your one-page notes are updated again. Okay, that's how easy X factor notes, micro themes make it for the one-page notes. Okay, so we have to be sure of, for being sure of our own preparation for mains, we have to make these one-pager notes. All right. Now, coming to our last topic, internal security. Now we know कि internal security पे question तो आता है, ठीक है? उसमें से also we can identify which questions have been asked repetitively. See this. The important segment here, important micro theme is left-wing extremism. ठीक है? अगर आप यहाँ पे year wise देखोगे 2013, 15, 18, 22, 20, 2025, ठीक है? 10 मार्कर का भी पूछा गया है, 15 मार्कर का भी पूछा गया है, 12.5 मार्कर का भी पूछा गया है. मतलब लेफ्ट विंग एक्सट्रीमिज्म इज इंपॉर्टेंट. वी नीड लॉट ऑफ एग्जांपल्स हियर, वी नीड लॉट ऑफ फैक्ट्स और डेटा हियर, वी नीड मैप्स हियर. कहाँ से मिलेगा ये? क्या आप हर एक न्यूज़पेपर उठा के देखोगे कि क्या हुआ है, या हर कोई तो मैगजीन उठाओगे और क्या होगे? नो, right? We cannot do this at the time of our preparation. So we have ready. We have X factor with us. Just go through it. Make sure that you're reading it very well. Everything is given and you can trust this source. ठीक है? ऐसा नहीं कि आपको रीचेक करना पड़ेगा क्या ये हमें लिखा हुआ बराबर है या नहीं है. No, you can rely on this, right? So left-wing extremism in India. Now just see here. The introduction is ready. ठीक है? How beautiful they have framed it. Left-wing extremism or Naxalism is rooted in socio-economic inequalities and fueled by Maoist ideology, with the aim to undermine the Indian state through armed rebellion and parallel governance structure. It spread primarily across the Red Corridor. How many keywords have been used here? Naxalism, LW, socio-economic inequalities, Maoist ideology, rebellion, parallel governance in structures, and Red Corridor. एग्जामिनर है ना, इंट्रोडक्शन देख के ही खुश हो जाएगा, ठीक है? तो ऐसा होना चाहिए इंट्रोडक्शन, और आपको यहाँ पे रेडीमेड दिया गया है, right? Yes, of course. There are people who all read this X-Factor notes. If you want to make your introduction little bit more different, use some facts in it, use some data in it. Make sure कि आप जो क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है उस हिसाब से डिजाइन कर रहे हो आपका इंट्रोडक्शन. अभी वो कैसे करोगे? तो PYQs देखो, PYQs में देखो कि क्या हमेशा पूछा जाता है, उस हिसाब से थोड़ा बहुत उसको चेंज करो. कहीं पे तो डेफिनेशन लिख दो इस चीज का. That's how you can manipulate your own introduction. It's not difficult because you already have an idea in front of you, right? बस make sure that ये एक दो keywords उसमें use हो जाए. Alright, make use of AI also here, right? See, यहाँ पे आपको history and evolution भी दिया है, मतलब आपको वापस कहीं पे जाके पढ़ना भी नहीं है. Look how beautifully, how colorful the X-Factor notes have been designed, objectives, and they have also given the present status in the form of graphs. This makes it very interactive and you feel like reading it. एक दो बार पढ़ लो, लेफ्ट विंग एक्सट्रीमिज्म समझ में आ जाएगा, उसके नोट्स बना लो. ठीक है, पहले हमने आइडेंटिफाई कर दिया, फिर हमने नोट्स पढ़ लिए, उसको रिवाइज कर दिया, दिमाग में फिक्स कर दिया, 1 पेजर नोट्स बना लिया, अभी उसको रिवाइज कर. बाकी सारे स्टेप्स खत्म. लुक, द कॉजेस, द मैप्स, द गवर्नमेंट स्टेप्स, सब कुछ है यहाँ पे. हमने जो जो क्वेश्चंस पढ़े सब कुछ यहाँ पे तो आंसर्स आ गए. इनफैक्ट और ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन आ गया है, ताकि अगर कुछ अलग सेगमेंट या अलग माइक्रो थीम पकड़ के उस पे वो बना देते तो भी वी हैव द डेटा इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस, वी विल बी एबल टू राइट इट डाउन, राइट? ठीक है, एंड दिस इज हाउ यू मेक योर 1 पेजर नोट्स. सी, मैप, definition, phases, drivers, data, way forward, LWA and gender, initiatives, and again way forward. That's it. See how beautifully all the segments that we just saw in the X-Factor notes are uncovered here in our 1 pager notes. And you're free to go. This is how you'll be able to revise your X-Factor notes quickly. Okay, तो इस हिसाब से 1 पेजर नोट्स बनाने हैं, उसको अच्छे से यूज करना है, and you have to be smart to use these micro themes PDFs, use these X-Factor notes. You have such a beautiful data or beautiful PDFs in front of you. Please make sure that you are reading it, making notes out of it, and this is what is going to help you and boost that confidence in your examination. All right, so I'll see you in the next video for our next subject 1 pager notes. Until then, bye bye.